Okay, so I'm almost close to leaving this Lima Road. It gives me back my phone, and I leave, and I sit in a parking lot, and there's a stalker car. It keeps jamming me, and it keeps disconnecting me. And then when I look around, it speeds by. I'm like in a lone parking lot. It looked like a factory parking lot. I think it was near Lowe's across from Lima Road. It looked like a factory, like an empty parking lot. And my phone, it's acting really weird. It's just disconnecting. The screen sometimes changed. It was weird. So I was like, the number one question people at text ask is, was anyone alone with your phone? And I thought, okay, that guy who had it, it was a big white guy, and the other white guy's glasses, they wouldn't dare do anything. But I thought, again, I think they did it again, just like all the other, the one on Coliseum and stuff, and on Coldwater Crossing. So anyway, I go back, and, before I go back, I call customer service again, and he was shocked, and so he said, I'm going to file a complaint. I'm going to file a complaint for you. And then he said, he had me hold on the phone. He talked to a district manager. The district manager called that store again and said, you guys have to exchange the phone again. Because again, it's within 2 weeks, and I have the receipt. And they did something to it. And they're always saying no, especially, people say you can do they can't do that. You can do 30 returns as long as you have, as many as you want, as long as you do it within 14 days and you have the receipt. And they're the ones who are screwing up my phone. I'm like, hey, into the life of gang stalking, yo, so you gangsters act. You guys are great. This is what happens when you agree to do the devil's work, dirty work of Walmart and Home Depot. They're so important. They're bigger than the New York City gangsters. Okay, anyways, this is your reward for helping them. Okay, so anyway, I go there, or he tells me, okay, so I'm on hold, and this is running like crazy. If they would give me my shots at allergy and asthma on Leo Road instead of kicking me out for being Asian. Oh yeah, I'm still telling my story. If I got stories about you, I'm coming after you. I'm gonna still expose you, dirty pigs. Okay, anyway. And that quack of a doctor, Dr. Schmidt, William Schmidt. Schmo, you fucking schmo, you quack, you fake. They have cameras inside the exam rooms. Okay, so anyway, and they tell you what you're doing while you're in the exam room. And then they say they don't have cameras. It's like, yeah. So you guys have x-ray vision. They're the only pigs born with x-ray vision like Superman. Okay, back to what I was saying. So anyway, he says he talked to the manager named Nick, and he said he'll help you. And I said, okay. And he said, if you have any problems again, just call us. I said, okay. So I go back to the Lima Road one, where again, they always have the parking lot full, and then they'll have all the other ones have no cars. Again, pathetic attempt to make it look like the whole city's in on it. Yeah, we really believe that, don't we? That makes them work even harder, And so anyway, I go back there, and again, the employees there. One, like they're trying to bring more African Americans into it. So they're trying to bring, I don't even know if they work there, these 3 big black guys. I don't even think they worked there. They kept slamming the doors. And the guy named Nick, he was a black male with the glasses, and he was a manager. And he wasn't helping. He was stalling. Again, a control tactic. And he got mad about because I told on him that his employees are installing malware on the customers, and I broke up their little gang stalking, their little gang stalking spree of, greed, exchanging drugs, use lawn equipment, groceries from Walmart, Home Depot, and drugs. Anyway, for like 20 minutes, he's arguing with me. And I was calm. I said, I'm so used to it. I said, oh, well, they told me you'd help me. And he kept saying, oh, I can't do it. I said, well, they said you would. I kept standing there. And it was like a good 20 minutes. And then they had some other big black guy. And it looked like he was acting. He's pretending to look angry. And the customers kept looking back at me. First, I was made to wait like 35 minutes. Before all of this, I was sitting on the bench. and they were purposely ignoring me. And the stalkers were already there, of course, because they're always waiting wherever I am. Any place I've gone before, this is so awesome. They pathetically wait if there's no tracker on my car, which is awesome. So they're waiting like dogs. That's awesome. But if I went to some place I never went to, they wouldn't be there. They wouldn't be there. So anyway, so they went to, so they were waiting for me at all the T-Mobile locations. And they saw that I went back to this one, Lima Road. Anyway, so I was sitting there on the bench for 35 minutes, and the customer, or the fake customer stalkers, they're all doing a bad act, and they know that me and everybody else knows it. They're being told to look back and pretend to act like that the employees told them, the fake customers, that, oh, Nadia acts really bad, and, you know, look, we're working really hard. And there's this guy who's shaking his head from side to side, snarling, and he kept looking off and on at me and then at the customers, like, look, you know, she's acting bad. Like, and it looked like they were pretending to act like, looking back at me, like waiting, like, hey, we're confused. She's not acting, you know, belligerent or drunk or screaming, you know. And it's all an act. They're all in on it. I know, they're so pathetic. This is all for me. And they think I'm going to stop. Hey, when people, no, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother you. I feel like when people are putting up this type of act and fronting for naughty, oh my God, no, that makes me want to do whatever makes them mad even more. Okay, so anyway, that's awesome, because I would never, they just don't do this for anyone. Anyway, I'm waiting, and finally some guy, after I don't cause a scene, 35 minutes, some other big guy, he goes, ma'am, he goes, can we help you? And he started arguing with me. He goes, you took the SIM card out of this one, which a lot of people do, because the other one was hacked. And he goes, and that's really weird. And then he kept interrupting me. He goes, look, he goes, you're being disrespectful, I felt like I was in school or something, like he's a teacher, like I'm in a classroom. He goes, let me finish what I was saying, and then I was so bored and tired, I let him finish what he was saying. And the object here is to try and embarrass me when he wasn't. And the stalkers are there, so they can report back to Home Depot and Walmart and say, yeah, he embarrassed her and this and that, when that never happened. They embarrass themselves. Anyway, and then I go, after he finished, you know, he goes, you're being disrespectful. Let me finish what I was saying. He goes, now, this is really, really weird. He goes, you took out your SIM card, which is really weird. I want to know why. Why did you take it out? And I go, look, there's something wrong with the phone. I go, and nothing's wrong. And then he kept yelling and screaming at me. And I go, can you just do the return? And he refused to do the return. And then he said, first tell me why. He's like, no, you know. And then let me think. Because I think I went to this place 3 times. Yeah, this was a big guy. Yeah. And then later I dealt with Nick. And for like another 20 minutes, he was arguing with me. He was saying, and I said, well, I was told you're supposed to do it. I said, corporate said you're supposed to do it. They talked to you, and he was kind of quiet. I said, they spoke to you, and they said you were supposed to help me. You know, I was letting him know that you're still not in control, and you're not the owner here. Again, this is a war I can always win. Ba-bam! Anyway, he kept arguing with me. And so then I walked away, and, or he said he needed some type of code on it that I had, which I didn't. And like for a half hour, he kept arguing with me. So I started walking, I took the phone back, I started walking away, and I started dialing corporate. And when I started talking on the phone, I was standing near the entrance. All of a sudden he comes up to me, and he starts saying, oh, maybe I can help you out. And then I look at him, and I was thinking, too late, bitch. I was like, I cannot wait. You want to play waiting game? Watch bitch Naughty. She will outwait you. I will take until 8 o'clock at night. And it was probably in the